very grateful. I thought I was. I read several books on joy because I thought, I don't know what this joy stuff is. And a lot of the books on joy talked about, you have to choose joy. And I thought, well, that's a bunch of bunk. And I kind of still think that, actually. I don't think it's as simple as choosing joy, because if it was that simple, we would all have it, right? Like, we all want it. So if it was as simple as just choosing joy, we would have it. So I kind of disagree with that. But what I learned through it is that it's very difficult to have joy if you don't have a gratitude, if you don't have a grateful heart. And I thought I was grateful, like I did. But what God showed me is that while I was grateful for some things, I didn't have the degree of gratitude that God longs for. And I started realizing as I was in this sick bed that, wow, yeah, I was grateful for my job, and I was grateful for my husband and my kids. There was so much more. As I was convalescing in the guest bedroom, I started to become grateful for the little things, like the fact that I was convalescing in a double bed that was much lower to the ground than our king-size bed that was in risers that I could not get up in. That was a big deal because I was in so much pain that to try to get up in our king-size bed, I could not do it. So I became grateful that we had a guest bedroom that I could get well in. I became grateful for our air conditioning because this was in August in Texas. Now, Facebook, August in Texas is not when you want to be without air conditioning. So I was so grateful. It was 110 degrees outside, but we had air conditioning, and so it was a nice 78 degrees in my house. And there are people that don't have air conditioning. I was so grateful. I became grateful that other people would step in and check in on my husband and occasionally bring a meal because he was having to do everything that I was used to doing. And so God really showed me that gratitude is the doorway to joy. It's really hard to be depressed when you're grateful. And as we turn our hearts to being grateful, all of a sudden our emphasis shifts from ourselves to that which we're grateful for and to. Now, I'm not going to say not being depressed is as simple as being grateful, but that is a component. And the enemy hates it. He hates it.